Moving into the last segment this week on the Don't Tell Mama Sports Podcast, we appreciate everybody sticking with us for the extra juicy dogs
Yeah.
of the week. Ho, 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 ho. This is where we. Oh, whoa.
Full moon tonight.
The full moon, Halloween. This is where we give you a quarterback, a running back, a wide receiver, and a tight end that you can put in your fantasy lineups. Maybe he's a sleeper lower in the rankings. You can throw right in there, flex worthy, smash it because of the matchup. This is where we give our my buddy Mr. Tutty guarantees. And if you watched last week, we were 4 for 4 on here, Max.
Yeah, we nailed it. Heck yeah.
We were 4 for 4 on our my buddy Mr. Tutty guarantees. Why don't you lead us off with your extra juicy dog at the quarterback position?
At the quarterback position, okay. Sorry, everybody. I know this one is not that exciting. I'm going Patty Mahomes as the extra juicy dog, okay, because of this juicy game against the Dolphins. Dolphins defense against quarterbacks is ranked 27th. This guy's going to have a field day. And why it's going to be so much fun is that because Miami has such a powerhouse offense, Patty Mahomes is going to have to keep up. Vice versa. Maybe it's Tua that has to keep up. Either way, they're going to go back and forth. Okay, this is going to be a touchdown Patty, a touchdown Tua, touchdown Patty. It's going to be a lot of fun. What's going to be called the shootout. Mahomes was sick last week. Okay, you better believe he wants redemption in Germany. Start him.
I like the pick. The only reason I picked the Dolphins, not the only reason, but a big reason is because that flu for Patty Mahomes, and he's going to have to go travel to Germany now. Who knows how much weight he lost? Who knows how he's feeling? I'm going Dolphins in that game, but like you said, it's going to be a shootout. Good pick with Patty there. My extra juicy dog at the quarterback position is another juicy game here, the Cowboys-Eagles game. I'm going Dak Prescott. We sit here on this podcast, we call him crap Prescott sometimes. But last week, he had 304 yards and 4 tutties against the Rams. Yeah. That 43-20 smacking. They might have figured some things out over the bye week, the previous week they had the bye. And that might be CD Lamb feeding him a little bit more.
Yeah, give him the ball. He's the best player on the field. Get him the damn ball.
No doubt. This Cowboy-Eagles game has a 46-point over-under. That's third highest on the week. The Eagles are 30th against quarterbacks. The Eagles are 30th against quarterbacks. Sam Howell for the Washington Football Queefs was just QB1 last week with 397 yards and 4 touchdowns. Fire up Dak Prescott if you got him this week.
I like it.
Who you got for your extra juicy dog at the running back position?
Moving on to the running back, okay, actually, this guy, he better be in your lineups, okay, because I'm going to go with Breece Hall of the New York Jets, okay? Breece Hall, okay, is the only reason on offense that the Jets are staying alive, okay? In the past 3 games, he's had at least, he has 3 touchdowns, okay? 3 straight touchdowns, including a receiving touchdown. This guy catches the ball and he rushes the ball. He's outstanding. He's going up against the Chargers. The Chargers are ranked 21st against the run. But once again, Breece Hall is a great pass catcher in the backfield. I'm not guaranteeing a touchdown. Not going to guarantee it. I don't know. I was thinking about it. I honestly was.
3 straight games. 3 straight games.
I wanted to go forward, but it's hard. It's hard to go forward in a row. Breece Hall is an excellent start. He better be in those fantasy lineups, everybody.
Breece Hall is looking like a fantasy keeper if you play in a keeper league. He's made Dalvin Cook very irrelevant when we thought that was a big signing. We thought that was a big signing. My extra juicy dog at the running back position is going to be New Orleans Saint Alvin Kamara. We haven't talked much about him this year. We did last year with the NFL's biggest douchebag nominee.
Stomp the yard, Kamara.
Stomp the yard, Kamara. But he's running back 3 on a points per game basis this year. Running back 3 on a points per game basis. His touches starting with week 4. Okay, he had that 3-game suspension. Starting in week 4, his touches 24, 25. 26, 29, 21.
Damn.
Despite missing those 3 games, he leads the position with 39 receptions and 44 targets. 39 for 44, that's a damn good catch percentage.
Holy
moly.
Yeah.
The Bears, they're 25th against running backs. They're going to get beat down in New Orleans. There's going to be some Mardi Gras beads, some anal beads rolled around on the Bears
Yeah.
this weekend.
Yeah.
Saints are 7.5-point home favorites, and usually that means a touchdown for the running back. But with Taysom Hill screwing things around, I can't guarantee anything for Alvin Kamara. RB3 on a points per game basis. Fire up Kamara this week in your lineups.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Who is your extra juicy dog at the wide receiver position for week 9?
Ooh, we are going to stay in New Orleans. Okay. Okay. Apparently, those Mardi Gras beads that were probably shoved in someone's ass, extra stinky out there. It's not as fun as everyone thinks it is. Okay. If you're drunk, you probably don't even smell that was in someone's ass. But, I would definitely think twice before putting on some of those beads that are being tossed at you. But I got Chris Olave of the New Orleans Saints. Now, I'm bringing up Chris Olave because this guy is a stud. He's a stud player, but he only has one touchdown this season. One touchdown. It's about time that they get this guy rolling, right? I think the Bears are a good team to go against. The Bears are ranked 18th against the pass. Don't get me wrong, Jalen Johnson is a great cornerback. I love Jalen Johnson. He was one of our real role models in sports. But I think that Chris Olave is getting in the end zone in New Orleans. My buddy, Mr. Tutty for Chris Olave. He better be in your lineups against the Chicago Bears.
Wow. Nice call on that. Only one on the season. That's, yeah. We both went to New Orleans for extra juicy dog this week. Chris Olave, wide receiver 26 in full PPR. Solid. You wanted more, though. You wanted more from Chris Olave.
Yes.
My extra juicy dog at the wide receiver position. I'm going with a stack here, Max. I'm going with my quarterback, Dak Prescott. Gonna be feeding CD Lamb, baby.
Yeah, I love it.
Your guy. He was the number 1 overall player in week 8 with 12 catches for 158 yards and 2 tutties against the Rams. He had 7 for $117 the game before the bye. Looks like Dak and CD are really, really firing up right now. He's wide receiver 9 in full PPR. I already mentioned that 46-point over-under for the Cowboy-Eagles game is 3rd highest on the week. The Eagles are dead last against wide receivers. Eagles are dead last against wide receivers. His 3 touchdowns on the season isn't enough. I think CD Lamb, I think he's a special receiver. I think he's better. I think he's better than what he's showing right now. 3 touchdowns isn't enough. This is week 9. My buddy, Mr. Tutty, right here.
Yeah, I love
CD Lamb's getting
love
one, baby. This is going to be a shootout with the Eagles. They're not going to win. I got the Eagles at home in this game, but this baby's going to be back and forth. It's going to be juicy. I got a nice Dak Prescott, CD Lamb stack right here.
Love that pick. I love CD Lamb. You already know in my fantasy team, I'm looking at a keeper.
Yeah. As you should be, Max. As you should be. Give me your extra juicy dog at the tight end position to finish us up here.
Okay. At the tight end position, this is the first time on the Don't Tell Mama Sports podcast that I have done this. Okay. I normally like to spice things up a little bit, but I am once again going Dalton Kincaid of the Buffalo Bills 2 weeks in a row.
Wow.
All right.
I looked at him.
Okay. I cannot talk about this guy enough. Okay. This guy is exciting the hell out of me. I love this guy. Okay. Dude, best tight end coming out of the draft. He was a stud at Utah. I knew that as soon as Dawson Knox went down, that he was going to he's going to start getting the ball. Okay. He's at Cincinnati. Cincinnati is ranked dead last, Cole Breezy, number 32 against tight ends. Okay. On the season so far, Dalton Kincaid is 30 out of 34, 30 catches out of 34 attempts to him. Okay. Targets. Thank you. Targets. Look at that efficiency, man. Okay. He had a touchdown last week, and I'm telling you right now, I'm calling another my buddy, Mr. Tony, 2 weeks in a row for Dalton Kincaid. You better be in your lineups, everybody. You better be excited about this young rookie and the Buffalo Bills. They need him. The Bills need him. They got to start throwing the ball a little bit more other than just to Stephon Diggs. They got to start getting Dalton Kincaid in the mix.
You called it last week for his first career touchdown. You're calling it again. Oh my goodness.
First time ever that I did back-to-back weeks, Go Breezy.
That sounds a little greedy. But my extra juicy dog at the tight end position is another Dalton. It's another Dalton. This time Dalton Schultz in Houston.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
You know, we've sat here sometimes and called him Dalton Sharts because he sometimes gooses you. But this week he's got a solid matchup. He's tied in 14 on the year. He had a rough game last week in Carolina and that let down. He had 2 catches for 5 yards. But the 3 games before that, Max, 4 catches for 61 and a touchdown, 7 catches for 65 and a touchdown, 3 catches for 42 and a touchdown. He had 3 straight tutties. He had 3 straight tutties before that last game in Carolina. Houston looks to rebound back at home. You know, I took who's Houston playing again? Buccaneers. Yeah,
Bucks. Yeah,
I'm taking the Buccaneers in a close one there. Houston's 3-point home favorites. The Bucks are 15th against tight ends, so middle of the pack. I think Dalton Schultz is getting the volume that he needs back at home. Not going to guarantee a touchdown, but you can start Dalton Schultz if you're having some tight end problems.
I like that pick. Both the Daltons this week on the Don't Tell Mama Sports podcast for your tight end starts. They better be in your lineups, everybody, if you have them.
Good tight end name, I guess.